Hi my friends, welcome to Breaking News Coronation Street. Today, I talk about devastating event rocks the families of the street this spring. We're already devastated enough that Beverley Callard is leaving her role as the iconic Liz McDonald, but it sounds like her final storyline in Coronation Street is going to break out hearts even more. As a devastating event rocks the families of the street this spring, Liz takes valiant action to protect her son Steve Simon Gregson, but it will backfire and lead to her departure. Revealing the major storyline to Metro, show boss Ian McLeod said, "There is a huge news story which I can't say too much more about at this stage if you'll forgive me for being cryptic, but having re-established Steve and Tracis' relationship on its strongest footing. Something will happen that probably has the most far-reaching impact of any story we've done since I've been on the show, and I include both stints, where something horrifically difficult and challenging will happen that draws in 3 to 4 different clans on the street and forces them to deal with the hardest thing anyone would ever had to deal with. That will begin on screen, you might not know what it is at first, around March-April, and that will play out over the spring and into the summer. Liz's exit is a long way off yet, but the idea is that it's a result of this story I'm hinting at for Steve and Tracy and the big clans at war story we are telling. It will arise from that and, at the moment, and again it's only in its embryonic stages, the idea is that Liz is attempting to do something heroic for her son that will probably go slightly wrong in a way that it will corrupt her relationship with Steve, and she'll have some making up to do, but ultimately determine that the best place for her is not in Weatherfield because she and Steve are upsetting each other. But we want it to be big and heroic and befitting of a character of that long-standing in the show, and she's a tough woman, Liz McDonald, so we wanted to do something that was reflective of that rather than anything where she sort of goes out on a low ebb. It's still in the planning stages, but a lot of what Bev said in her interview about she's going out with a bang and we're certainly not killing her off, all of that is true. But in terms of the detail of it, TBC, but it will be some heroic effort to save Steve from the nightmare in which he finds himself." Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye my friends. Subscribe to me for the most interesting updates.